Tim Burchett is calling it that Biden is done. He's out. Now, the only question is it Gavin Newsom? Because he's actually shown interest, whereas Michelle Obama has not. Welcome to Doug in Exile. This is where all the happy patriots are. We're going to be laughing all the way to Trump being president in 2024.
The Biden's numbers are dropping. The Democrats are scratching their head right now. They're in panic mode. They are looking for somebody to replace him.
This is the best news yet. This is going to be kind of a theme of this show, that mainstream media, it didn't work. They tried jamming Joe down our throats and did a full cover up. He did no debates. And now you're stuck with it. And they thought that we'll just keep brainwashing them. We'll keep peer pressuring you into liking him. And it didn't work. It doesn't work.
You're going to stop in the new year. You're already seeing it. They're going to stop defending him because they can't afford their numbers to drop either. They
will stop defending Biden, not because of what evil he has done or his son that is a complete fiasco, but because they can't win. They would, if they could win on Joe Biden and Hunter Biden cheating on taxes, doing drugs in the White House, they would go with it. But it's too heavy of a lift for the media to do.
Pretty remarkable right now. We were looking at the numbers for Joe Biden. So last week, Pew had his approval rating at 33%. That, by the way, is below where Trump was after January 6th. Donald Trump's final approval rating, the day he left office, 34%. This week, he's at 34%.
Trump's low was after the January 6th event. And Biden's numbers are lower than that, which tells you that though the mainstream media has told you full time that Trump is an insurrectionist, the only thing worse than an insurrectionist is what Joe Biden is doing to this country. According to the polls, their gaslighting, once again, did not work.
That is below where Jimmy Carter was right before he lost to Ronald Reagan. So the White House, their heads have got to be spinning with how bad these numbers are. And Joe Biden doesn't really seem to be interested in doing anything to correct these bad numbers. But
I mean, I know we have no sympathy for him because he's a scumbag, but he's just going along with what they told him to do. Look, just keep pretending like the economy's doing great. He said, I followed everything you guys told me to do and it didn't work.
Obviously, this White House is checked out and everybody around the president has. He's not cognizant of what's going on around him, or he would address some of these issues personally. This is not the Joe Biden from 20 years ago. It's not the Joe Biden from 2 years ago even.
And that alone could put Biden up for treason. He has given aid and comfort to the enemy in helping China, probably with Iran too, in trying to pick up the Iran deal and working against Israel. He is treasonous. And here Tim Burchett is going to talk about Karine Jean-Pierre.
And so this is just clearly an indication that they're holding their cards. They get it. They know the American public's onto this game. There's $30 million that have flowed through this family that there's no record of them even paying any taxes on. And they're from foreign sources. Joe Biden repeatedly lied about it.
I've worked a lot with the elderly in decline, mental decline. It happens to some people. That I mourn over. But this problem that Joe has is not going to get better.
She's a lost ball in high weeds right now because she doesn't answer the questions. The national media doesn't push them on it. The American people have totally checked out on this White House. That's why I say they're gonna have to find somebody new, whether it be Newsom out of California or somebody else.
Newsom is the name on everyone's lips because he's poised and ready to go. He is the snakiest, slickest public speaker. He's another guy that they're going to try it again. They're going to go, we'll just use our marketing to just float him up there. And the dumb American people will go for a nice hair and a big smile. But I think once bitten, twice shy might come into play.
The country's in trouble, and this just can't continue. And they know it. They know it. Hunter Biden is just an anchor around their necks right now.
We're not done yet, but let us know in the comments below. Do you think they're going to fly up Gavin Newsom? It's a simple thing. You're going to do a little vote here. Is it Gavin Newsom? Is it Kamala Harris? Will they be able to manipulate Michelle Obama into running because she's shown no interest so far? Her name has not even come up as remotely interested, though everyone knows that they're hoping she has the best shot against Trump. And now here's Chicago with a little dose of what people This is a black man who's saying, you know, we're not buying it anymore. Trump, save us.
I'm strictly advocating for black people and call ICE on them. Trump, come in here, clean this mess up. The most corrupt city in the United States is the city of Chicago. And that's not my...
Thank you, Mr. Blakemore, for your comments.
That's in Democrat-run and owned crime-ridden Chicago. And the people are rising up and saying, Trump, fix this. Give us a subscribe. I'm Doug in Exile.